People look at me and guess my age wrong every single day. They say 65, maybe 70. When I tell them I'm 87, they laugh first. Then they go quiet. Because I live alone. I carry my own groceries. I wake up without pain screaming at me. And most mornings, I feel stronger than people I know in their 40s. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying it because I wasn't supposed to be here like this. At 72, I could barely tie my shoes without holding my breath. My friends started disappearing, one by one. Doctors used words like, normal for your age. But deep down, I knew something wasn't right. One morning, I caught my reflection in the mirror. Rounded shoulders, tired eyes. I remember thinking, is this how the story ends? That morning changed everything. Not because of a miracle pill, not because of a gym membership or some fancy routine. I changed how I started my day. That's it. 5 simple things. Quiet things. Things nobody talks about because they don't look impressive on camera. But here's the truth. Your mornings are stealing from you. Or they're giving life back. Most people wake up already exhausted, already rushed, already losing. I used to do that too. Now my mornings protect me. They keep me steady. They keep me independent. If you think it's too late for you, I understand. I thought that too. If you think small habits don't matter, I believed that once. But stay with me. Because what I do before breakfast might change how you see aging forever. This isn't about living longer. It's about waking up alive. I want to take you back to that morning, the one that changed everything. The house was quiet. Too quiet. No phone ringing. No one checking on me. Just the sound of my own breathing. I sat on the edge of the bed longer than I should have. Not because I was tired. Because I was afraid of how my body would feel when I stood up. You know that fear, don't you? That moment when you wonder what will hurt today. I stood up slowly. My knees complained, my back argued, and I thought, this is how it starts, one small surrender at a time. That morning, I didn't reach for the news. I didn't check the clock. I didn't rush. Instead, I stood still, bare feet on the floor, and I breathed, not deep, not fancy, just slow enough to feel my chest move, slow enough to remind myself I was still here. No one ever told me breathing could be a routine. They make it sound silly, but when you've lived long enough, you learn this truth. If you rush your first 5 minutes, your body thinks it's under attack. That morning, I gave myself 5 quiet minutes. No goals, no fixing, just letting my body wake up before my mind started shouting orders. Something strange happened. My shoulders dropped, my jaw unclenched. I didn't feel younger. I felt safer. And safety, I learned, is where strength begins. After that, I didn't shuffle to the bathroom like I used to. I walked there, slowly, on purpose, each step like a small promise. I looked at myself in the mirror again, same face, same years. But something had shifted. I wasn't fighting the day anymore. I was entering it. This became the first rule of my mornings. No rushing my body awake, ever. People in their 40s tell me they wake up tired. I understand why. They launch themselves into stress before their feet even hit the floor. Your nervous system doesn't know your age. It only knows pressure. That first routine takes less than 5 minutes. But it taught me how to listen again. To notice stiffness before it becomes pain. To notice tension before it becomes anger. To notice fear before it runs the whole day. Some mornings, my body still aches. I'm 87. I'm not pretending otherwise. But now, I meet the ache instead of wrestling it. And oddly enough, it softens faster. That morning, years ago, I didn't know I was starting a system. I thought I was just buying myself a little peace. But peace is powerful. It changes how you move, how you stand, how you age. After I learned how to wake up without panic, I noticed something else. My body wasn't weak, it was forgotten. For years, I treated movement like a chore. Something you do at the gym, something you schedule, something that hurts. So I avoided it. That morning, after I finished washing my face, I didn't sit back down like usual. I stayed standing. The sunlight was coming through the window, soft and pale. I raised my arms. Not high, just enough to feel the stretch pull across my chest. And I stopped, because something cracked inside me, not pain, memory. I remembered being a child, stretching without thinking, reaching, twisting, moving because it felt good. Somewhere along the way, we forget that. That became the second thing I changed. I stopped exercising, and I started greeting my body. Every morning, right there in the kitchen or the hallway, I move for 10 minutes. No mirror, no counting. I roll my shoulders like I'm shaking off a heavy coat. I sway a little. I let my spine wake up one joint at a time. At first, I felt ridiculous. An old man swaying in his slippers. But then my hips started loosening. My balance improved. And here's the part nobody warns you about. When your balance comes back, your confidence follows. I stopped reaching for walls, stopped grabbing furniture like it was my last friend. People ask me what exercises I do. I tell them the truth. I move the way my body asks me to. Some mornings it's gentle, some mornings it's slower, but I never skip it. Because when you don't move in the morning, your body stiffens into the shape of fear. This routine didn't make me strong overnight. It gave me something better. Trust. I trusted my legs again, my hands, my ability to get up if I went down. That trust changes how you walk through the world. I started carrying groceries without planning every step. I climbed stairs without rehearsing excuses. And the funny thing is, the pain didn't disappear all at once. It just stopped being in charge. Most people wait until their body feels good before they move. That's backward. Movement is the message you send your body that it's still needed. Every morning, I send that message early. I don't push, I don't strain. I stop before fatigue shows up. Because the goal isn't exhaustion, it's availability. I want my body available for life, for sudden laughter, for unexpected walks. At 87, you learn this fast. Strength isn't about lifting heavy things. It's about being able to respond when life taps you on the shoulder. That second routine doesn't look impressive. No sweat, no music blasting. But it keeps me upright. And upright people stay independent. By the time I finish those 10 minutes, I'm not just awake. I'm present. And once you're present in your body, the rest of the day stops feeling like something that happens to you. Once my body was awake and moving, I used to reach for coffee right away. Strong, hot, automatic. I told myself it gave me energy. But if I'm honest, it was covering something up. I was tired because I was dehydrated. I just didn't know it. At my age, thirst doesn't shout anymore. It whispers, and most people never hear it. One morning, before turning on the kettle, I poured myself a glass of water. Nothing special, room temperature. I drank it slowly, standing by the window. And halfway through, I felt it. Not excitement, relief. My head cleared a little, my mouth softened. My body stopped asking for help in strange ways. That became the third routine. Water before anything else. Not juice, not coffee, not supplements, just water. You'd be surprised how many aches come from being slightly dry. Stiff joints, heavy legs, that foggy feeling that makes you think you're getting old. Most mornings, I drink 1 full glass. Some days 2. I don't force it. I give my body the chance to speak again. After that, breakfast changed without me trying. I stopped craving sugar first thing. My stomach felt calmer. And here's something no one told me earlier in life. When your body is hydrated, your balance improves. I noticed it when I reached down to tie my shoes. I wasn't wobbling like before. I wasn't holding my breath. That might sound small, but small things are the difference between falling and not falling. People ask me what I eat to stay independent. They want recipes, rules. I tell them the truth makes them uncomfortable. Most of the time, they're just underwatered and overstimulated. Your body can't repair itself if it's dry. It can't lubricate joints. It can't think clearly. Water is not exciting. That's why people ignore it. But it's one of the few things that works quietly in the background. Like good sleep. Like peace. Some mornings I sit after drinking my water and feel my heart beat slow. Not weaker, steadier. That steadiness follows me into the day, into conversations, into decisions. I don't rush breakfast anymore. I don't feel shaky. At 87, I don't look for hacks. I look for basics done well. This routine takes 2 minutes, maybe 3. But when I skip it, I feel the difference by noon. My body feels heavier, less cooperative, so I don't skip it. Water first became a promise I keep to myself every morning. And when you start keeping small promises, your body starts trusting you again. After water, after movement, after those quiet minutes, there's a moment I protect more than anything. The moment before the world gets loud. I used to turn on the television while making breakfast. News, arguments, numbers flashing across the screen. By 8 in the morning, my chest felt tight. I thought staying informed meant staying prepared. What it really did was steal my calm. So I stopped. Now, every morning, I give myself 10 minutes with no noise from the outside world. No voices telling me what to fear. No screens deciding my mood. I sit at the small table by the window. Same chair, same view. Some mornings, I just watch the light move across the floor. Other mornings, I think about nothing at all. And sometimes, memories come. Old ones, faces, places. I don't push them away. That became the 4th routine, protecting my mind before it gets pulled in 1,000 directions. At my age, peace is not laziness, it's maintenance. People think mental strength comes from staying busy. I learned it comes from staying still, at least for a moment. Those 10 minutes changed how I react to stress. When something goes wrong later in the day, my body doesn't jump like it used to, because it remembers calm. You carry your morning with you. Most people don't realize that. If you start the day with fear, you'll find fear everywhere. If you start with quiet, your nervous system has a place to return to. I don't meditate in the way people talk about online. I don't chase enlightenment. I simply sit and allow the day to arrive instead of attacking it. Some mornings, I place my hand on the table and feel the wood. Solid, real. That reminds me I'm grounded, still here. And something else happens in that quiet. I make better choices. I eat slower. I speak kinder. I don't rush across streets. Independence isn't just about muscles. It's about judgment. A calm mind keeps you safe. I've seen friends fall, not because their legs failed, but because their attention was elsewhere. This routine costs nothing. No app, no teacher, just 10 minutes you decide to keep. When people half my age tell me they're exhausted, I believe them. Their minds never rest. Mine rests every morning before it works. There's one last thing I do every morning, and it might sound too simple to matter, but it matters more than all the others combined. Before I leave the house, before I speak to anyone, I remind myself who I am today. Not who I used to be. Not who I'm afraid of becoming. Who I am right now. I stand by the door, hand on the handle, and I ask myself one quiet question. What does my body need from me today? Some days, the answer is patience. Some days, it's courage. Some days, it's rest. This became the 5th routine. Setting an intention that fits the day, not my ego. When I was younger, I pushed through everything. Pain, fatigue, bad moods. I thought toughness meant ignoring signals. That's how people lose independence. Not all at once, but by overriding themselves for years. At 87, I don't fight my body. I cooperate with it. If my legs feel heavy, I walk shorter distances. If my balance feels off, I slow down. If my energy is high, I use it wisely. This isn't weakness, it's strategy. Every fall I've witnessed started with someone saying, "I'll be fine." Fine is a dangerous word. By checking in with myself each morning, I prevent mistakes before they happen. I don't prove anything to anyone anymore. That freedom is powerful. People think independence means doing everything alone. It doesn't. It means knowing yourself well enough to make smart decisions. That small pause by the door changes how I step into the world. I walk with awareness. I notice uneven ground. I notice my breath. And because of that, I still live alone. I still choose my own schedule. I still trust my body to carry me through the day. These 5 routines don't make me feel young. They make me feel capable. And capability is what keeps you free. I didn't learn this from a book. I learned it by almost losing it.